to see that when it happens.
All right, we've got some quick fire picks for you. Who is better? Let's start with shooters. Larry Bird versus Steph Curry. Who you got?
That's tough. But my choice for the best shooter in the history of basketball is Larry Bird. I know Steph is right now the vote pick, and I think Larry Bird in key moments can get his shot off easier because he's 6'10". So if a LeBron James, who's 6'9", switches out on.
We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Our broadcast location today. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Conley. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Paul George. And it's Anthony in at the 4. And for Utah, Williamson out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. Here's Wright. Barnes outside. Back to Wright. Williamson outside. 5 on the clock. Caldwell-Pope against Barnes. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Oh, the muscle and focus on display right there. Barnes, not easy trying to distract him from there.
Now here's Whiteside. And the pass to Conley. Takes the 3. That one doesn't go. And it's Utah's ball. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Caldwell-Pope against Barnes. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. We're about 1 minute into the first. Now Barnes. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
George, no good. And here is Wright. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, and his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steals.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And we're about 1.5 minutes into the first quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
George with the ball. Okongwu covering, and that one's good. George.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Right, the pass to Bertans. And the Jazz, another 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 19-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with the head coach of the Blazers for a minute. He said Zion Williamson is at his most dangerous when he's playing on a full tank of gas. Coach said, we need to make him expend energy at both ends. Try to wear him down, at least a little. The problem is, of course, Zion now expects teams to try that, and he's finding ways to adjust. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's George. Zion Williamson making his last shot. 4 on the shot clock. Conley. Anthony trying to get open. Conley gets the bucket.
Oh, I love the intensity Conley plays with. It's what allows him to overcome aggressive defense like that right there.
Williamson outside. Back to right. To the paint. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Conley, the pass to Whiteside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Conley finds George. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. Here's Anthony. From down in the low post, it goes.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Wright. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Back to Bertans. Banked in off the glass. Bertans got 5 points so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Conley. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Barnes passes to Clarkson. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Right against Conley. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Conley for 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And here is Wright, following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Shoots it. And that one hits back iron.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
George passes to Conley. Back to George. From deep. And the Trailblazers, another 3. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out, I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
Here's Anthony. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Outside Anthony. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. It's deflected. They retain possession. So it's Utah now. Pass to Clarkson. And here's Barnes for three. Not going to go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's Whiteside. Out to Conley. Passes it to George. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his third assist on the night.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now here's Barnes. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
The Jazz making a switch here. Little's checked in, and Portland with a change here, too. Dragic is checked in. Portland leading. The dish now to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Barnes grabs the miss.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Little kicks to Clarkson. There's the pass to Little. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Another miss by Utah. Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Dragic, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
They're showing a total lack of fear on the interior. Dragic is more than capable of finishing in traffic.
Anthony's checked in for Wright. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jazz trail by 4. Clarkson with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Okongwu, the pass to Anthony. Here's Clarkson. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Jazz have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. They grabbed their own miss. Portland leading by 4. Dragic with a wide open look. No good with the triple. For the 3. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 6.
No, Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
George looking over the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 3. Here's Barnes. He kicks it to Clarkson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
From deep, George. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Here's Anthony. Out to the right wing. The three. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for Utah.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Clarkson. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
The thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
Dragic the pass to Gibson. Dragic against Anthony. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Gibson. And it's 6 points for Goran Dragic. Dragic has gone 2 of 3 from the field. Clarkson looking for an opening. Powell with the steal. And Dragic has it in the corner. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Here's Clarkson. He's got 11. And they call an illegal screen here. Five seconds left in the first quarter of the game. George from deep three-point. Oh, big time shot.
He just beat the buzzer.
Wow.
He barely beat the buzzer right there.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Trailblazers leading by 5. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Jazz, Anthony is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Little. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Barnes in at the power forward. Here's Vanderbilt. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up. First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Jazz trail by 6. Outside Anthony. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Gibson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dragic gets the bucket.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Passed a little. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Anthony dishes to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Gibson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside, George trying to get open as Gibson. The shot, no good. And Utah the other way now.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
This is why Barnes is an effective scorer. His confidence and accuracy, shooting off the pass right there, it's just terrific.
Now here's Powell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Anthony finds Williamson. Clarkson on the wing, guarded by Powell. Fader on the way. Misses off the right iron. And so George will bring it up for Portland. It's a 5-point game. Clarkson passes to Anthony. Little. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Powell on the wing. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Dragic against Anthony. Pulls it up. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Clarkson against Powell. Out to Anthony. Inside, here's Clarkson. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Clarkson's got 13.
This is what Clarkson is capable of. Certain nights where he carries you with his scoring.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
For the Jazz, Davis Bertans comes in for Barnes, and it's DeLon Wright in for Clarkson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the paint, and there is the call on Zion Williamson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Here's Anthony. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Portland, no good that time either.
That's the only way to hold him in check. When he's got it inside, you got to have a body on him right away.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 1st foul. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, passes it to Williamson. Over Whiteside.
Whether it's blocking shots or simply affecting them, Whiteside is one of the more disruptive defenders we've seen and fully engaged.
No good from Dragic.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside Anthony. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Anthony's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Now the pass to Carmelo. Over Bertans. Portland, no good that time either. Utah's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo, mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now, here's Whiteside. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Now, here's Anthony following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Anthony kicks to Little. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pertinis. A miss that time would have put him up. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one misses for Whiteside.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not there yet.
Conley, the pass to Carmelo over Anthony. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jazz trail by 4. Right outside. Pass to Little. Williamson outside. Kicks it to Anthony. The 3. Craps in the tray. Anthony's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
Conley finds Anthony. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Anthony's got 8 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now here's Little. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Anthony. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 8. Basket counts. 10 points for him.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Right outside. Pass to Little. Outside Anthony. Passes to Williamson. Over Whiteside. And it's Williamson missing. Portland leading. Lets it fly from 18. No good from Dragic. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Jazz. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And looking now at the numbers for Goran Dragic, some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's getting around 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Okongwu's checked in for the Jazz. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Utah. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches. And of course the Trailblazers, a half game back.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Anthony. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. A tight game here in Utah. Conley dishes to Whiteside. Back to Conley. The kick out to Dragic. Whiteside, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Amongst the best hitting the offensive glass, Whiteside can pile up those second chance points.
Williamson, the pass to Okongwu. Back to Williamson. Bertans kicks to Williamson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wright. No good there with the step-back J.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Conley. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. From outside, off the mark.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really, I'd like to see them get after it on the offensive boards a little bit more here. They did a good job of that in the first.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Bertans. And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. Paul George comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Powell in for Goran Dragic. And he makes both free throws.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Conley finds George. Anthony. The 15-footer. The rebound by the Jazz. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Makes it off the glass. Williamson's got 9.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Powell, the pass to George. That one goes. Count it. He's got 15.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Williamson outside. Clarkson passes to Bertans. Back to Clarkson. Down low. Williamson kicks to Bertans. The shot comes out. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Powell for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Bertans got his 5th rebound in this one. Clarkson against Conley. And that's going to be a travel. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Now here's Wright, following the miss by Michael Conley. Powell with the steal. All going up court, and it's Anthony with the jam.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Trailblazers leading by 3. They get it back. Now Conley. Second shot opportunity, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like how Conley forces the issue that time. When he's this active, it puts the defense in the bind.
Portland shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That's good from Conley.
And that's just the veteran leadership Conley gives this team. I mean, it's tremendous, isn't it? An effective two-way player with a high basketball IQ.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Portland out in front, leading by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Anthony out there with Whiteside. Then it's Conley. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's George in at the small forward. Now, here is George. Count the basket. George has got the first basket of the second half here for the Trailblazers.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Caldwell-Pope against Barnes. Williamson right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wright. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's George. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu has now got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Conley against Wright. The three from Bertans. Hits it from three-point range. Bertans got 10 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Williamson outside. It's right on the wing, defended by George. Here's Williamson over Conley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up.
270, 275, 280, who cares? He's incredibly explosive. Williamson will wear you out.
That free throw good from Williamson.
So much pressure on Williamson to be a legend out of the gate. He has Hall of Fame tools, but you have to give him time to refine those.
And both free throws good for Williamson. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. George against Williamson. Three-pointer. And Paul George with the three. George has got 20 points.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now here's Barnes. 5 points in the game. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. First in rebounding. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Williamson outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Barnes. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's George. Good D by Barnes. Jazz trail by 7. Wright looking around. Back to Williamson. Over Conley. And it's Williamson missing.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Caldwell Pope finds Anthony. Over Wright. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And Portland has possession. Portland leading by 9.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Barnes for three. No good on that one. And it's Portland the other way.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their fourth miss in 5 attempts.
Caldwell Pope passes to Conley. Anthony taking his time here. Back to Conley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Oh, this shows how fearless Conley is. Able to burrow his way inside and make the defense foul.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the Jazz with some changes. Little, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Clarkson in for Bertans. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Goran Dragic is checked in for George. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And here is Wright. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now here's Little. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Conley against Wright. Feeds to Williamson. He kicks it to Clarkson. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 16. Barnes outside. Pass to Williamson. They can't stop the run with that one.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
And they double up Whiteside for three. Caldwell Pope. Portland with a new 14.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. In the third spot, Zion Williamson.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Jazz passing it around. Barnes passes to Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
Anthony dishes to Dragic. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 13. Right against Conley. And it's Wright missing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Jazz trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Takes the 13-footer. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's the 3. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half and only 1 in the first.
Pass to Barnes. Williamson trying to free himself up. Barnes can't get it to go. Conley left side. Passes it to Gibson. Over Wright. Rebounded by the Jazz. And the pass to Little. Wright against Caldwell Pope. And Wright kicks to Clarkson. Here's Williamson, and Gibson sends it back.
And Gibson just out here to play hard defense, showing great awareness coming up there with that block.
Dragic the pass to Anthony. To the middle. And it's Anthony with the jam.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Pass to Clarkson. Now Little. Back to Clarkson. Drops in the layup for 2. Clarkson's got 15.
This is why you like the size in the backcourt, if you can get it. I mean, Clarkson able to take the hit and complete the play.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Conley. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 12.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Little with the ball. He averages about 5 points a game. Passes it to Clarkson. Pope loose. Hands where the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Gibson. And Georgia subbed in for Mike Conley. And here are the Trailblazers now. Dragic the pass to Anthony. And here's George. Guarded by Wright. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Down, Melo.
Anthony against Barnes.
Oh, he's such a strong, versatile defender. I mean, Barnes has a solid understanding for knowing how to guard whoever he's on.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Williamson kicks to Little. There's the pass to Clarkson. There's the triple. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Good lift on the jump start from Clarkson. He has some explosiveness off the floor.
Dragic the pass to Carmelo. Caldwell Pope outside. The 3 from George. And he's good on the 3 ball. George has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Trailblazers. Right outside. Now here's Little. Defense is right there. Back to right. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson kicks to Little. And stolen by Whiteside. George with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. George has got 13 points now in the quarter. Utah's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to right. Got a piece of it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Zion Williamson. Davis Bertans comes in for Little. And Anthony's subbed in for Wright. Portland also making some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Okongwu. Kicks to Barnes. Clock at 6. Passes it to Bertans. And here's Clarkson. No good on the 3. Powell, no one around him, hits the 3-point bomb.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And so it's Portland having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Langford, also Anthony out there. Wilson out there with McDaniels, and it's Perry in at the 4-man position. That's the group right now for Utah. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
A shot by Batum, no good. The Jazz shooting a meager 37% for the game. Anthony's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. The pass to Šarić. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And there's a whistle. That goes on Romeo Langford. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pass to Šarić. Shot clock at 5. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Perry.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Outside Anthony. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
No one covering.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Anthony. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer. Wilson the pass to McDaniels. He kicks to Anthony. Here's McDaniels. Back to Anthony. Shoots. And it's Portland with the rebound. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Simons, the pass to Vanderbilt. Simons surveying the D. Off target with his 3. The Jazz have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First one falls for him. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Powell for 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D-like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Here's McDaniels. They get it back to Anthony. And no good.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
And he gets it to go.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Here's Anthony. Wilson kicks to Anthony. The Jazz with another miss.
if his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Utah. Looking to get it going. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. And Utah making a change here. Poole's checked in. So Anthony nails both of them.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
He's perfect from the line this time. Now here's Anthony. To the right side. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Powell with the steal.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
No good that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Poole. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having
on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. And here is McDaniels. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Powell. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
But he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Perry passes to Poole. There's the 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Simons, covered by Anthony. Rebound, Utah. Wilson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McDaniels kicks to Anthony. Pass to McDaniels, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Saric. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. Here's Simons. And the 3 off target.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Poole. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Vanderbilt. Simons, the pass to Saric. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. First free throw is good. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Batum's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so here's Portland. Here's Simons.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Two.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. The pass to Batum. Kicks to Bazemore. Portland moving the ball around. Simons. Portland again missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Here's Simons. Pass to Bazemore. Gibson looking it over. Saric right side. The second chance effort. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Poole the pass to McDaniels. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Outside, Batum. And rebounded by McDaniels. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That one's not going to go. And for Portland, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Bazemore passes to Simons. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Saric trying to break free. A shot by Batum, no good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Paul George.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Pulls up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Batum. Pass to Gibson. Over Wilson. No good from Gibson. And here is McDaniels. Passes to Perry. Beyond the arc. Bazemore grabs the miss. Outside, Batum. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.